Hi guys, welcome back again to my kitchen. I'm gonna make some plantain fritters. Yes, I'm gonna make some plantain fritters today. So if you don't want to see how I make my plantain fritters in my kitchen, come on and let's get cracking now. Okay guys, I am going to show you all your ingredients what you are going to need to make up this wicked plantain fritters in your kitchen. First, let me show you the plantain. The plantain is important, you know, because unlike bananas, you have to wait until the plantain sweet before you can use the plantain to make a plantain fritters. Or you know, say your plantain ready, when you squeeze it like this, it leaves a sink right there, and then you have to wait until it gets all spotted like this. So you know, say your plantain ready. I'm going to use one extra large plantain to make this plantain fritters. Alright. Now in here, so I have 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour, right? But also I'm going to use 1 cup of granulated sugar. If you want to use brown sugar, you can use it. But this is sugar I'm going to use today. Now also I'm going to have some vanilla in it. So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to also add a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of nutmeg egg, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And guys, I'm also going to start off this thing with 1 cup of water, cold water. Alright, now make the water warm now. And when the thing fall down and drop and say my fault, you're going to use cold water. I even use the cold water from the refrigerator. It come out better. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start off with my dry ingredients, right? I have my 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour here. All I'm going to do is go ahead and add the cinnamon powder, the nutmeg, and the salt in here. And just toss it around like this. And so we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, I have my plantain here, and all I did was peel off the skin off of it. Make sure you have clean hands, guys, please. And then all I did again was cut it up in little sizes like this. I'm going to use my fork for this. And so I'm just going to mash up this thing. So, okay guys, so this is how you want to have that looking, right? Nice and mash up. Then you go ahead and you pour your sugar in. And again, guys, like I said, you could use brown sugar for this, but I'm going to use granulated sugar in this today. So you go ahead and you toss that in. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of vanilla in here. So I'm going to put the vanilla in there and toss that around. So now we are going to move on to the next step. Now guys, I'm moving on to my next step. I'm going to add my dry ingredients, but I'm not going to add all of it in at the same time. I'm going to put half of it in here at first. And remember, you have a cup of water, but don't add the water in it as yet. Just fold this in because you don't want to spoil the texture of the fritters. So you go ahead and fold this in. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and add a half a cup of the water. So remember, you have 1 cup of water, you know. So you put a half a cup in here and you fold that in. And so now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my dry ingredients in here. And I'm going to fold this in. Okay, so when it looks like that, pretty much like that, you want to go ahead and add a little bit more water. and fold that in. Now, banana fritters or plantain fritters is done, I do it a little bit different because of the texture of the plantain. The bananas are much softer and the plantain have a more, you know, thicker things going on to it. So I make it a little different than I do my banana fritters. So this is the texture of it. I don't want it to be that texture because if I fry it with that texture, it's going to come out like torta or dumpling. I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more water. So okay guys, so now you know you had altogether you only put 1 cup of water, but you do not put all the water in at the same time. Don't ever put all the ingredients in at the same time when you're making things like this and all of that. You do a little at a time. So there you have it. That's the texture that I want this thing to be. And so I'm going to go ahead and get my oil hot, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to start frying up this thing up. So we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, we're moving on to the next step. I have my pot on my fire. My oil is nice and hot. Make sure you add hot before you put the fritters in there because I don't want flan fritters. So let's get started. Go ahead and put my fritters in. Now, these are going to take about 5 minutes to fry. 5 to 6 minutes to fry. Alright? I have my fire on medium to high heat. A little bit above medium heat. You don't want to put it on high because you don't want to burn it up. So, this one holds 7 actually. My pot holds 7. So, I'm going to let those fry up. And then when those fry up on that side, I'm going to come back and turn it and make it see what it look like. Put it on a plate and then we'll get ready to eat some plantain fritters. See you back. Okay guys, so I'm ready to turn these things. Let me show you, see how that's moving? That's because you put your fritters in the oil when the oil is nice and hot. And that's a nice beautiful color right there. Turn it over. Within about 2 minutes this sucker done on medium to high heat. Do not put it on extreme heat because you're going to burn it. It's not like it's not going to be cooked on the inside, but it's going to be black on the outside. And that's the color that you want it to have. Nice golden brown. Okay, so 2 minutes, we'll come back and that's going to be done. I'm going to go ahead and fry up the rest of it. I'm going to put it on the plate and I'm going to let you guys see what that looks like on the plate, and I'm going to send you some. See ya. So there you have it guys, I'm all done. My plantain fritters turn up loud today in my kitchen. I hope you do enjoy this recipe guys as much as I did enjoy making it for you. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, share. Let me know what you'd like to see me turning up in my kitchen next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.